Donald Trump is leaning back with his eyes closed, and at one point his mouth briefly hung open.
All right. Despite Michael Cohen's riveting testimony and cross-examination in criminal court yesterday, the jury was reportedly absolutely titillated, leaning forward in their seats, riveted to every word coming out of Michael Cohen's mouth. Trump almost immediately fell asleep with his mouth agape, hanging completely slack, according to multiple reports. We have a number of different tweets or excretions reporting this. First one, quote, with Blanche several minutes into his cross-examination of Cohen, Trump is slouched in his seat, his eyes seemingly closed, and his mouth slack. Another tweet from inside the courtroom, quote, Trump looks out, eyes closed, drooping mouth. And here is a hilarious Wolf Blitzer report from CNN in which Blitzer reports on the mouth hanging open, which is just, what a detail. What a detail.
Defense team is cross-examining Michael Cohen right now, and their goal appears to be to get under Cohen's skin. Trump's lawyer is quizzing Cohen about past statements he's made, as well as his ability to recall conversations with Trump. Our reporter inside the courtroom tells us that Donald Trump is leaning back with his eyes closed, and at one point his mouth briefly hung open before he readjusted himself.
So the visual of Trump sitting there with his mouth hanging open and his eyes closed, slouched in his seat, is really something. But there's another aspect to this. There's a practical question. Will Trump sleeping in court help him or hurt him with the 12 people with whom it matters most, which is the jury? Let me give you both sides of it. The optimistic interpretation of Trump sleeping, if you are a defender of Trump's, is that the jury will see Trump sleeping as evidence that there is nothing here. If Trump were really worried about these charges, if Trump really thought maybe I did something wrong, adrenaline and cortisol would not allow him to fall asleep. Now, this puts aside any questions of whether medication may be related to Trump sleeping in court. Not even going to get into that here. But could the jury see Trump sleeping and say, man, if this guy is just sleeping through this thing, this can't be serious. We've got to acquit this guy. That's a very optimistic interpretation. Now, the other side to this would be, we have to be here missing our jobs, missing our lives, missing family, missing children, missing friends, in order to carry out our duty as citizens to do jury duty. And the defendant, Trump, who is here to be judged by a jury of his peers, doesn't even have the respect to stay awake during this trial. And that could do much the opposite of currying favor with the jury. I am projecting my own biases for sure, but I am more partial to that second one, which is if I'm there as a juror and I know that I've got to stay awake and consider hour after hour after hour of testimony and evidence, and the defendant is sleeping through it, I wouldn't be particularly thrilled, and it certainly would not make the defendant appear more sympathetic to me. Let me know what you think about that, and we'll do a follow-up. Did you know that Americans pay twice as much for their wine as the rest of the world? The reason is because of laws that date back to Prohibition that ensure the right of wholesalers to make a big margin. It's actually insane, which is why I love our sponsor, Naked Wines, so much. Naked Wines is a subscription service that seamlessly connects you to the finest independent winemakers on the planet, so you get a case of the market's best quality wines, however often you'd like, for a fraction of the price you'd normally pay in stores. How does Naked Wines do it? Naked Wines connects winemakers and wine drinkers directly without the middleman, allowing for vineyard to your door delivery at up to 60% off of what you would pay in store. My girlfriend likes white wine. I like red. We'll split a case that has both, which Naked Wines makes very easy to do. You can customize your subscription precisely to your taste. So go to nakedwines.com/Pacman, click enter voucher in the top right, and enter Pacman for both the code and the password to get 6 bottles for just $29.99 with shipping included. That's $100 off and under $7 per bottle. The link is down below.